So there is a bill in there. Correct. It's actually, they're separate. Single, $500.
I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Milton City Council for Wednesday, February 18th, 2026 to order. The city encourages you to review tonight's agenda carefully. Each citizen who chooses to participate in public comment must complete a comment card and submit it to the city clerk prior to the agenda item being called. While the Milton rules allow a speaker to turn in their comment card up until the clerk calls the agenda item, once the agenda item is called, no more comment cards can be accepted. Will the city clerk please call roll and make general announcements?
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and Council. I'll be happy to call roll for the February 18th, 2026 regular meeting. I would like to remind those in attendance to please silence all cell phones at this time. As the Mayor Pro Tem mentioned, if you do like to, or have a public comment that you would like to make tonight, you are required to complete a public comment card prior to that agenda item being called. If you're representing an organization, a notarized affidavit is required, stating you have the authority to speak on behalf of that organization. If you have not done so yet, please submit your cards to me now. Demonstration of any sort within the chamber is prohibited. Please refrain from any applause, cheering, booing, outburst, or dialogue with any person speaking. Anyone in violation may be asked to leave. Mayor Pro Tem and Council, as I call roll this evening, please confirm your attendance. Mayor Pro Tem Doug Haney.
Here.
Councilmember Brian Dolan.
Here.
Councilmember Jan Jacobus.
Present.
Councilmember Phil Kramer.
Here.
And Mayor Pro Tem, for the record, Mayor Peyton Jamison, Councilmember Juliette Johnson, and Councilmember Carol Kirkley are absent. But Mayor Pro Tem, you do have a quorum. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is approval of the meeting agenda. Is there a motion and a second?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as proposed.
Second.
We have a motion from Councilmember Kramer and a second from Councilmember Jacobus. Please cast your votes. Mine's blank, but I'm assuming that it's unanimous.
Okay, he's switching it. I just want to make sure we get that on recording. Okay, we can move on, Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay. Next is general public comment. Madam Clerk, do we have any general public comment?
Mayor Pro Tem, we do. We have one.
Thank you. General public comment is a time for citizens to share information with the Mayor Pro Tem and the City Council and provide input and opinions on any matter that is not scheduled for its own public hearing during today's meeting. Please remember that this is not a time to engage the Mayor Pro Tem or members of the City Council in conversation. When your name is called, please come forward and speak into the microphone stating your name, address, and organization if applicable for the record. City Clerk, please announce the first public comment.
Mayor Pro Tem, I invite Ben Kopaka to the podium. And as a reminder, general public comment does require 5 minutes. And I will make a 1-minute warning, and then I will announce when time expires. Thank you.
Good evening, Ben Kopaka, 14115 Villa Road. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak tonight to each of you. I'll ask a rhetorical question since you guys can't have discussion, but how many of you have read the Milton 2040 Comprehensive Plan cover to cover? Well, I hadn't until last week. You see, over the last year and a half, I've been attending council meetings, reviewing minutes and comments, both virtual on YouTube and in person, making public comment where applicable, where it affects my life or potentially the life of my neighbors. And finally, last week, after the special meeting for the moratorium consideration on minor plats, listening to the commentary and discussion from you on the council, the thought finally occurred to me. There is not even a consensus and agreement, a definition, a decree, or a published opinion on what rural is defined as in our published comprehensive master plan. This occurred to me clearly because every comment or disagreement or issue that was brought up in that meeting had the word rural in it, yet there was no source of truth and no benchmark as to what rural is. So this is consistent across a year and a half of meetings that I have reviewed, I think that not being able to define rural is a huge fundamental source of daily operational problems within the city, its citizens, and the city government. So my question to you is, if we, the citizens, you as the council, and our city staff are unable to define rural, how can we set our strategic plan for the city and its people if rural is the path that we have chosen to go down? The closest comprehensive plan gets to attempting to define what rural is. There are 4 mentions. On page 46, form-based codes, T2 rural, the zoning code, sparsely settled lands in open or cultivated estates. Typical buildings are farmhouses, agricultural buildings, and cabins. While not a true definition, a zoning code, it is in there. So for those of you who have not read the comprehensive plan, the word rural is mentioned 189 times, with the most common references being rural heritage, rural character, or just simply rural. Again, all mentioned, no definition. And since I was already going down this path, I was intrigued. I said, okay, let's see what Google says. Google says, rural is in relating to or characteristic of the countryside rather than the city. Still wanting more, I looked up Merriam. Merriam-Webster states, of or relating to the country, people, or life, or agriculture. And one more answer, we went with artificial intelligence for the easy one. Rural refers to geographic areas, populations, communities located outside of cities, urban clusters, typically characterized by low population densities, open countryside, and small settlements. So I took some time to close this out. I looked at the most rural county in Georgia. I came up with Jenkins County, specifically the city of Milton. I searched for Milton's comprehensive plan published in 2025 and thought surely the most rural county in Georgia can define itself. Sure enough, the master plan reads, quote, rural is defined as agricultural and forestry uses with low density residential uses scattered throughout. The emphasis of this definition of rural will be to preserve the pastoral nature of existing open space, encouraging the productive use of naturally regenerative resources, e.g. crops, pasture, silviculture, as opposed to buildings and other hardscape development. While I could sense that Jenkins County was proud of their rural nature, they did not feel the need to mention it 189 times. They simply called it out 15 times while defining it clearly. In closing, I would implore this council to work with the citizens and the city. So if rural is how we define Milton through 2040, that we at least have a definition
1 minute.
of who we are, what we mean, so that any future planning and development within the city can follow that definition. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda, will the city clerk please sound the items?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. That first item is an approval of the February 2nd, 2026 regular city council meeting minutes. It's agenda item number 26056. Our next item is approval of the February 9th, 2026 special called city council meeting minutes, agenda item number 26057. Next is approval of a web services sale agreement and addendum number 1 with Revise LLC. It's also known as Revise Software Systems for a new city website, CMS, and annual maintenance. Agenda item number 26058. Our next item is approval of a program provider agreement between the City of Milton and Ladrina Walton, doing business as Drina Dances LLC, to offer youth cheer, dance, and hip-hop fitness classes. Agenda item number 26059. Our next item is an approval of a program provider agreement between the City of Milton and Mighty Hands Foundation, Inc. to offer self-defense classes. Agenda item number 26060. Our final consent agenda is approval of subdivision plats and revisions. It's 100 Doris Road, land lot 995, District 2, Section 2. It's a minor plat to revise the property lines between 2 parcels of land. The first parcel consists of 1.776 acres, and the second parcel consists of 2.157 acres, with a total of 3.933 acres. It's agenda item number 26061, and that concludes consent agenda. Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to approve the consent agenda as read.
Second.
Have a motion from Councilmember Cranmer and a second from Councilmember Jacobus. Please cast your votes. And that passes unanimously. Thank you. Next is reports and presentations. Will the city clerk please sound the first item?
That first item is a proclamation recognizing and celebrating Milton firefighters for their exceptional, dedicated service to our community. Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you. It's an honor to recognize the courageous men and women of our fire department with this proclamation and to extend our gratitude. For me personally, as one who's been unfortunately impacted by a house fire back in 2015, I know a number of you who are still on our fire department and police as well showed up at my house. I am grateful. So with that, I get to read this proclamation. So whereas the men and women of the Milton Fire Rescue Department work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks in a year in service to the Milton, and whereas their commitment is evident in all they do, including their participation in rigorous training, engagement with citizens, and long track record of going above and beyond to help and support others. And whereas they reliably display selfless bravery whenever a fire breaks out in Milton, utilizing what they've learned to do in their power to save lives and properties. And whereas all Milton firefighters are EMTs and many licensed as paramedics, so that every apparatus can provide advanced life support and respond even more effectively to a wide array of medical emergencies. And whereas every February, the state of Georgia holds Firefighter Recognition Day in celebration of the outstanding individuals and to shine a light on their valuable and life-saving work. And whereas Milton is honored to join this celebration, proudly showcasing those who give freely, serve admirably, and contribute significantly to our city and its high quality of life. Now, therefore, the Mayor Pro Tem and City Council of the City of Milton recognize Firefighter Recognition Day, and most importantly, the noble, important service of Milton's strong, difference-making teams of firefighters, given under my hand and seal of the City of Milton, Georgia, on this 18th day of February 2026. I'll go down for the picture.
You want us to go down?
Yeah, we're all going to go down for both today.
Tall ones in the back. Tall ones in the back.
They're all the same height.
Right, and I never noticed it until after.
You gotta give clear direction.
Short people up
Yes, you go first.
Thank you. First row card, guys.
Good job. Thank you, thank you.
Well, yeah, we got it. You do. High quality.
Will the city clerk please sound the next agenda item?
Mayor Pro Tem, that next item is a proclamation recognizing Arbor Day 2026 in Milton as Tree City, USA. Our Land Development Administrator, Miss Sandra Jewett, and our arborist, Shannon Fitzgerald.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and City Council members. I am happy to be here tonight for our Arbor Day proclamation. As you may know, Arbor Day observance and proclamation is a part of the standards that are required to be a Tree City USA through the Arbor Day Foundation. So this is a great opportunity to let you know and share with you that we recently achieved recognition as Tree City USA for the 17th consecutive year in a row, thanks to your support and trees in our community. This also gives me a good opportunity to introduce to you our new city arborist. I don't think anybody has been introduced to Shannon yet. So as you know, I've been transitioning out of the arborist role and into my new position as land development administrator. So Shannon Fitzgerald started with us back in November. So I got to start the Tree City USA application, but Shannon will now be taking over all the arborist duties, including the Tree City USA application and Arbor Day. So Shannon came to us back in November. We're lucky to have her. She is a graduate of University of Georgia with a degree in entomology. She has worked for the EPD as well as the Department of Agriculture, and she recently came to us from Cherokee County as the county arborist. So I would like to introduce and welcome Shannon to the podium tonight to tell you a little bit about our Arbor Day celebration coming up.
So as you can imagine, Sandra's left some pretty big shoes to fill, but I am really happy to be here and looking forward to my role as the city arborist. For Arbor Day this year, we will be planting some replacement trees at the Marklaw Arboretum at Bell Memorial Park this Friday at 10 a.m. And we do hope that you'll join us. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you both. And Shannon, welcome to the team and go Dogs.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
Sorry, I can't let that go without
That's not in the script.
handing to my position tonight.
That one too.
As the one who
But I
normally sits here
concur.
as an Auburn grad, I would love to say go Dogs. So there you go. So it's my pleasure to present a proclamation recognizing this special day and to encourage all citizens to plant, protect, and enjoy the trees that make our community as vibrant as it is. So whereas in 1872, a Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water by cutting heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, beautify our city, and are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas the city of Milton has been recognized as a Tree City USA community every year since 2009, and whereas the city of Milton and our citizens are committed to stewardship of the natural resources. Now, therefore, we, the Mayor Pro Tem and City Council of the City of Milton, hereby recognize and proclaim for the year of 2026, February 20th, as Arbor Day, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands and make Milton an even greater place to live, work, and raise a family. And further, we urge all citizens to plant trees to promote the well-being of future generations. Given under my hand and seal in the city of Milton, Georgia, on this 18th day of February 2026. Thank you.
Come on up to the middle. I know, I graduated 96. Graduated 96.
Want me to
Mayor Pro
tell
Tem, I
you
graduated
where I was in
96.
96?
I graduated Georgia in 96.
Want me to tell you where I was?
Yeah. Where were you?
Like 6th grade.
Yeah, just foresaw that one.
Oh, wait, let me do this.
Great. There are
Older
no
than
first
reality.
presentations, public hearings, zoning agenda, or unfinished items. Moving on to new business, will the city clerk please sound the next item?
Mayor Pro Tem, those next items is consideration of a final plat. The first development is Brook Hall on Francis Road. It's land lot 617 and 680. It's District 2, Section 2, a final plat for seven single-family lots with a total of 10.20 acres and a density of 0.69 units per acre. The second development is Blakely Manor on Freemanville Road. It's land lot 455 and 456, District 2, Section 2. It's the final plat for 36 single-family lots, a total of 50.08 acres, and a density of 0.72 units per acre. It's agenda item number 26062. Our Land Development Administrator, Sandra DeWitt.
Good evening again. So I'm here to present two final plats for your approval tonight. So I will go through the first one and then give you a chance to vote, and then we'll go through the second one. So the first one we have is Brook Hall. Brook Hall is located on Francis Road, just east of the Hopewell-Cogburn Roundabout and Clearbrook subdivision, and south of Roxbury Estates. As you can see, is located in the eastern part of Milton. So here's the site plan for Brook Hall. As mentioned, the total acreage for the site is 10.2 acres with a total of 7 single-family lots, 1 acre apiece. The zoning is AG1. We do have a detention pond in the back of the property. As you can see, the entrance of Brook Hall lines up with the entrance to Roxbury Estates across the street. We have some open space here that is total of 2.05 acres. At the end of the cul-de-sac, there is a mail kiosk as well as 2 parking spaces. Here are some site photos of the subdivision. So we have the front entrance, like I said, off Francis Road. You can see the signage and landscaping has been installed. The mail kiosk that's located in the cul-de-sac with parking spaces, and the detention pond located in the rear. This is the final plat that was received and reviewed by staff and community development. And here's the second page of it. At this time, I will answer any questions you have. We also have a representative of the applicant here as well, if there are any questions that they can answer for us.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment?
We do not, sir.
Do we have any council questions or discussion? No? Do we want to vote on each one individually or together? Since they're one agenda item?
Can we do it together?
Yeah. We'll do them together.
Okay. Then I will go on to Blakely Manor. So Blakely Manor is our second final plat. This is located on Freemanville Road, just south of the roundabout at Birmingham and Freemanville Road, and across the street from Von Lake. This is located in central Milton. So this is a large development, so I have it broken down into 2 site plans, the front and rear of the subdivision. So some things to note, the total acreage of the subdivision is 50.08 acres, and this consists of 36 single-family lots ranging in 1 acre in size to 2.93 acres in size. It's good to note at the front of the subdivision, we have a first stormwater quality pond. This was actually an existing pond that was enhanced and designed to handle the stormwater of this new subdivision development. We also have a second entrance that is located on the north end of the subdivision. This second entrance will be for emergency access only. Here's the second half of the subdivision with the rest of the lots on it. And you will see at the end of both cul-de-sacs, we have the detention ponds both being accessed off the upper cul-de-sac. The upper cul-de-sac also consists of the mail kiosk and 2 internal parking spaces. Here are some site photos, which are a little old because I took them kind of early, so I apologize for that. But you'll see the front entrance, and just behind the front entrance sign is that first stormwater detention pond that is located at the front of the subdivision. At the bottom, we have the mail kiosk, which is now complete. And then we have the Pond B and Pond C in the back. And these fences have been painted black since then. And this is the final plat that was submitted. So this is a bigger subdivision development. So it was a 5-page plat submittal that has been reviewed by staff and community development. And again, a representative of the applicant is here if there are any questions for me or the applicant.
Just a curious question.
Okay.
Who determines whether you're doing a mail kiosk versus mailboxes?
Well, that's the post office.
That is.
And they pretty much require mail kiosk or like, we don't do individual mailboxes anymore. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good question.
And do we have any public comment?
We do not, sir.
Great. And do we have any council discussion or additional questions? In that case, can we have a motion and a second?
Make a motion to approve agenda item number 26-062.
Second?
Great. We have a motion from Councilmember Jacobus and a second from Councilmember Dolan. Please cast your votes. And that passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So moving on to mayor and council reports. I do not have one other than to say thank you to Madam Clerk for helping prepare me so well for this evening. Is my first go round up here.
You are very, you did a great job.
Well, you make it very easy. It's pretty simple. I'm just reading from a script, so I appreciate it. Anyone else on council have anything to report or anything to say?
Do you want us to grade you now, or do you want to hear from us after the fact?
I've said your name correctly every time,
Nice.
so I don't want to hear anything out of you. Yeah, right. I take it as we have nothing left. Wonderful. This concludes our regular city council meeting. Do I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion from Councilmember Cranmer and a second from Councilmember Jacobus. Please cast your votes. And that passes unanimous. Thank you, and we are adjourned.